Can nothing stop this thing?
Just let me throw a barrel at it.
Away we go!
Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, dear listener. You have rode Skywarp Skytrail into the giant shoe of destiny that is the Old Oil House Lock-In. With me today are two people. These people are not made of Creos, neither are they made of Legos, or Mega Blocks. They're made of flesh and bone.
Ooh.
Let's meet the first of these superheroes. We name him Skeleton Man.
Skeleton Man!
Skeleton Man! For he is half man and half skeleton.
But which half is the skeleton half?
The skeleton part. Bit. He is.
Chaos Envy.
And next to him is a man who society has classified as Centaur Man. For he is a centaur with the body of a man and the legs of a man. He is...
It's me, Stuart Starkages. It's hard for me to struggle in a man's world when I've got horse body with man legs.
Yeah, you've got the same sort of like the middle bit. The legs is man's, the torso is man's, but you've got the horse bit in between.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't mean the penis.
Oh.
I just mean the front. Your basic leg structure is that of a horse, but it's man's legs. And I am a dolphin with human eyes. Tell me. Imagine a dolphin with human eyes. How terrifying is that prospect? Oh, yes, by the way. Hot! Who is looking at a hot rod in a hot rod, holding a hot rod.
It's not holding a hot rod. Where's the hot rod?
I have the hot rod. Who isn't really hot rod?
No, he's Hot Flame, which sounds even dirtier.
Target roid, which sounds like a hemorrhoid. Target roid, hot flame.
There is a cream for that, I assure you.
I'm hot flame.
And I'm Grufflug, your host. And we are going to talk a little bit.
No, not talk.
Yes!
Lies!
The entire point of this audio adventure, this endeavour that we partake in every single week of our lives, I need something new. Something less seedy. I want to know what's happening in the clean world.
I was going to say you could film it, but then you said less seedy.
That's true. Then people would see me rubbing the top of your head going, hot!
By the way, thank you for that today. I felt very uncomfortable.
Which bit?
When you got the entire table to say it.
You're welcome. You're famous.
Chomp was a gun. What do we need to do?
You're kind of a big deal. So yes, with no further ado, I think we should jump into what have we got this week that we didn't have last week, because this time last week we weren't at AA. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
I'll go first.
Go on
then. Because I didn't get that much. My first purchase, which I beat a small child to death over.
Whoa there, Petal.
Well, it was in my way. And it was this that I was buying.
But still, whoa there, Petal.
Why did you beat a child up for that quite fetching vibrator?
It's not a vibrator, it's a cup.
Is there two girls attached?
No.
Aww.
One of us said that.
The beating of a child to death was
imaginary.
I would have done it had there been a child trying to buy the last one. I've wanted a cup figure since it came out because I've wanted a cup to go with my hot rod. But yeah, got the Generations Cup, who is awesome. I loved him. The only thing would have made it better would have been if I could have got the iGear heads whilst I was there, so he could have his Saigar.
Was there any idea heads for sale there?
I didn't see any.
As far as I know, Kapow had one, and David already got that.
Right, okay. Fair dues.
But yeah, he's awesome. I do like him. And then I got me a Worf Cybertron Prime, which is surprisingly my first Prime.
Really?
Yeah. I don't actually have another Prime.
That's quite peculiar.
I mean, obviously I had the original Optimus Prime when I was a kid, but since I've started buying them again, the last Prime I bought was the Optimal Optimus, which I seem to remember I left with you when I moved out.
Indeed you did. Indeed you did, sir.
So yeah, this is my first Prime I've had in ages. The only other Prime we have in the house is a tiny, tiny animated one.
Oh.
That Becca got free with the
Transformers magazine?
No, it was what's the thing called? I can't remember his name.
Oh, with one of your animated figures.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's the only other Prime we've got in the house. I also went halfers with Adam on the Gunny roboty thingies.
Tigertroids.
Tigertroids, yeah. The third party Hot Rod and Starscream. Or Hot Flame and...
Starscream.
What's he called?
I couldn't. Screamer, I think it was.
Screamer, yeah.
He couldn't give a poop.
Yeah, and then...
He had a Native American name. He Who Screams at Stars. Yes.
And then my...
Which would make Thundercracker He Who Cracks Thunder.
The last toy
He Who
thing...
Rams Jets.
The last toy I
Even
actually
Frost.
got was the Protector armor set for Hot Rod, which was my big purchase. £55. It's the clear one, but it still looks fucking awesome.
It does. It really does.
And yeah, I'm still having buyer's guilt over that one. Just 'cause it was
You'd be fine.
so much money I'd spent on it, but
55 for that is a good.
No, it's a good price.
yeah,
Very good price.
I know that's the only thing that's not giving me complete and utter buyer's guilt is the fact that it was a good price for it. I did also get a copy of Loose Cannon,
Which is epic.
which is epic. Comic by Chris Carter.
Friend of the podcast.
I think I was going to say that.
Friend of the podcast, Chris Carter.
Who's done a hell of a lot of work for us and to whom we are very, very grateful.
Yes, because he is an awesome, awesome person.
We are going to have to sort of send some kind of fund here so we can send him a trilby.
Yes.
Can we send him a basket of muffins?
And a trilby.
But in fact, they're not muffins, they're just well wishes.
Yes.
And they're not well wishes, they're actually a bag of vipers.
Yes. Are you going to just go down the line of you want to kill Chris Carter? Because
No,
that's not fair.
Not no personal, I just think it'd be funny to send him a bag of vipers.
Alright then. Is this so you can shout Cobra at him when he gets bit?
Possibly.
Yeah, I also got a print that he'd done of Crazy Ass Cup,
I'm so annoyed I didn't pick that up.
which says you don't need to be, you don't have to have your brain ravaged by radiation to live here, but it helps. I love that. He signed that one for me. He also signed my copy of Loose Cannon, and I also got him to draw a picture for me, like I did last year. The picture being Wheeljack, looking very, very upset and dejected, just saying, I'm due a win, Prime.
It's amazing how much that got around this year.
I know.
But yeah, that was my AA haul. I did get a couple of the postcards signed by certain people, but I didn't manage to get everyone's signatures.
No,
So,
I missed out on David K's, which was a bit of a shame.
I was gonna just buy the special comic again and
Yeah,
sort of get that signed, but I couldn't find it.
there wasn't one.
Didn't seem like there was one.
There wasn't one. There's Cybertronian Times, which is like... But there wasn't like a special edition comic cover,
No.
which I was really gutted about, because last year I got it signed, I got that as my signature, and the year before that Jade bought me the 2009 one signed by Greg.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? So you're telling me now I don't have the third cut? I'm gutted by that, because I like the idea of having all the comics as my signature thing for each year, but...
A shame.
I'll live.
Yeah. Anything else?
But yeah, no, that was my AA haul.
Mr. Stew,
Hello!
what did you get from AA?
Well, pre-AA, crashed at Dave's. So, of course, I was met by Mr. Andy and Mr. Jai, and they had some stuff for me. Mr. Andy gave me, where are we? Arctic Hiss Tank,
Nice.
7 Crimson Guard,
Jesus.
one of which being a squad leader.
Mm-hmm.
I also got the Kamen Rider Double Prism Bicker to go with the extreme memory. Then to top that off, I was given 4 candy toy memories. So I got Kabuto, Axel, Cougar and Decade as candy toy memories.
Does the Decade one go Decade?
I don't know, because there was no batteries in it and I need to sort of batteries for it.
No.
Well,
I would assume
it take.
just like little cell ones. I'll sort them, don't worry.
Just got Poundland.
Yeah, on my place.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
So that was pre-AA. When I got there, before the event started, I picked up the Power Rangers Samurai Tiger Zord to go with my Samurai Megazord, which leads into another couple of things later.
Yeah.
Then the event started. I got a few Generations figures, so I got like Warpath, Wheeljack, Thundercracker. I'm sure there's a fall off. And Blur.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I've got a Blur! How quickly did I get him over and chuck his sniper rifle at Perceptor?
Almost instantly?
Near enough. I'm just a bit gutted that Perceptor doesn't hold it very well.
No.
Um,
Ways and means, though. There
Yeah.
are ways and means. My God, speak, Adam, speak!
let's see. Also on the day of purchasing, I went to Toifu, who were awesome,
Yes.
and picked up 2 items. In box, which is something I don't usually go for, but the only ones there. I got a freaking original series Power Megazord and Dragon Zord, and there is sweet FA missing from them.
Nice.
I'm missing the guns from the Megazord. I'm missing a bit of crotch work off the Dragon Zord, and the Green Ranger's shoulder gear. And I could do with a replacement tail and a replacement sword because they're a bit damaged.
Mm-hmm.
But for the price I paid,
Yeah.
more than happy.
Yeah,
So I've got a Megazord with a dragon hat.
that's awesome.
Dragon hat. Read the rest of this stuff. Sort of got donated / purchased afterwards. I got the G.I. Joe Pit from Logan Blaze.
Yeah.
I somehow managed to get it all home. For those who don't know, the pit is freaking huge. I got most of it in my case. The only bit that wouldn't go was like the top handle piece, which Mr. Rob nicely brought home with him.
Mm-hmm.
I also forgot from Andy, I got the Samurai Sentai Shinkenja Daigoyo. For those who don't know, he's a paper lantern robot.
He is awesome.
He's awesome. He spouts random Japanese phrases, which I'm sure if I was Japanese, I would find amazing. But I find it amazing anyway because he's awesome and turns into a paper lantern. I also got some more Mega Blocks off Paul because he didn't want them anymore, so I got some Mega Blocks. What else was there? This is probably so much. Power Core Combiners.
Yes.
Thanks to King Grimmy, who was on Kapow Toys. I got a salvage and I can't say his name, an overrun. Who we all know is the badly named one. The only thing I was pissed off about that was they peeled the stickers off already.
God damn them.
I wanted to peel the stickers off. It says something else underneath here. More than meets the eye. Bumping. What else was there? I'm sure there was other stuff. Come on, brain. I don't know. I've probably forgotten something. I ended up with a lot of stuff that weekend. And then today I picked up the Swordfish Zord and the Beetle Zord to go with my Samurai Zord.
Awesome.
And a strafe.
Yes.
You
With the
did
sunspot.
also.
I already had the Sunspot, but now I've got the strafe for the Sunspot to ride on, even though they're different sides.
Just ignore the boss faction with him.
I did.
You did also get a print, didn't you?
Yes, God, yeah. Artwork wise, I got Loose Cannon Issue 1 from Chris Carter. Got it signed.
Which is epic.
It's freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, but you realise he took the keys. I feel his pain. I got the hardhead print that he was doing. Let's Get Tanked. Yeah.
That was cool.
I did pay for another print, but it's not mine.
Ah.
I picked up some odds and sods for Miss Slick.
Let's not tell her what they are, though.
Oh no, she already knows.
Oh.
So I got her an animated Grimlock and a Samurai Prowl.
Reminds me I need to give something to you.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. And what else? I think that was it. I also got a whole bunch of beer.
Yeah. Got drunk.
Got drunk, yeah.
Myself, I got... Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with... From Mr. Logan Blaze, I got a Marvel Legend... Yeah, Marvel... It's Marvel Legend, Marvel Universe, the 3 3/4 one.
Marvel.
Marvel 3 3/4 cable. Here comes a little baby Hope.
See, apparently that thing's really hard to find and goes for stupid prizes.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, winning. I love him, he is cool because I love cable. I've also got a Spider-Man 2099,
cool.
Who is also freaking awesome. I also got a... sorry, instead of laughing at something like that. What was the other thing I got from Mr. Blaze? There was something else.
I don't know.
I can't... Oh god, I'm so sorry, Paul. I'm so sorry. But on the evening of my birthday, he also presented me with a card and a guide to H.P. Lovecraft movies. I have read this book twice now. I have missions for films to find. It is an epic book, and the middle of it is nothing but concept art, which is even more epic. Oh, some beautiful concept art there.
Just because you mentioned Blaze, I forgot something else. He donated a Dragonhawk to me as well.
That's cool.
With G.I. Joe one, so that's getting painted because it ain't Cobra. The pit, I'm 50-50 on. I might leave it as is now because it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Such a big project, and if I do it, but at least with that, it's the smaller one I'm going to do.
For Mr. Tricky, I got some Skystalkers.
How many?
3 from Mr. Tricky.
Which may okay. Any more?
Yes. Yes. I'm so weak. I'm up to 43 Skystalkers. 43 Skystalkers. Was it 43 Skystalkers? 11 Sunspots. And
see, I was hoping that was just the amount in total you had of that mould.
And 7 Smoke Jumpers.
So that's 61 of that mould you've got.
I need help.
Yes.
I'm not buying any more.
And up until King Grimmy goes, well, I've had enough of these.
When that happens, I will buy more. I'm not buying any more of that mould now.
Break 100 at that point, which is terrifying.
That'll do, mate. That's me happy.
I've got 100.
I think you'll break before then.
Oh! I forgot other stuff.
What's that?
From Amy, I got my Wreck and Roll t-shirt. And Amy also nicely brought over a present from Nicole. I got one of the Pursuit of Cobra Hiss tanks.
Nice.
Which, oh my god, is so nice. It's big. It's like, hang on, obviously people on the thing won't really, but you guys, well, it's about that wide. And when it's not heightened for the battle mode, it's about that tall.
Jeez, man.
It's so nice. Oh, I want more of them.
Are you going to pick any of the Captain America tanks up?
Nah, probably not.
Because they look all Hiss tanky.
Saying that I haven't seen them. I might give them a gander and paint them, but...
I'm trying to think what else I got now.
Should just do what I do, just randomly interrupt them, during the event.
Unfortunately, I'm the last.
Middle of the news. No, I got this!
Thanks to Mr. Jai D, I
Captain
got...
Stabby.
Oh, Jai D and Dom. I got a Master of the Universe Classics web store and Whiplash, which have now officially cemented me into being a Master of the Universe Classics collector. There's no two ways around that now. I'm into that line because some of the stuff is so good. Some of it I'm still a bit on, but there's a lot of it there that I do actually really like. Then, of course, Jai decided to give me a bag.
What was in the bag, Uncle Adam?
Inside the bag was a smoke jumper
Uh-huh.
and 2 strafes. 2 reveal the shield strafes.
Just like mine.
Just like yours. Which sent me into a gibbering wreck. Because he passed me this bag, I looked in the bag and went, "Why would you show me this?" Tried to give him the bag back, and he says, "Oh, I don't buy Transformers." And off he walked, leaving me holding this bag. My brain fused, so I went and hid in a corner.
While you did that, he ran off with your bag.
Yeah, and Jack ran off with my backpack.
There is a photo of you in the corner looking like a crack addict.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
I think that was Tricky who took that.
Yep.
That's the one. Tricky, get that posted, lad.
Yeah, because he posted it on Twitter, but we need that on either Facebook or the forums.
Yeah, someone we can tag him in. Put it on Facebook.
As for the actual convention itself, I bought a space case. I bought a... I'm trying to think of his name. Vortex, who, as far as I'm concerned, is classic Spinister.
That's it. It's still Vortex to me.
A couple of Target Masters on him. I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Very happy. What else did I get? Oh, before the actual convention started, I got myself a Arkham Asylum Bane.
It was huge.
He is gorgeous, and he likes bedtime and story time.
I seen him tucked into bed.
My brother was good enough to, for my birthday, get me Arkham Asylum Poison Ivy.
I wonder where that had come from.
Have you?
Very nice of him.
Have you put that picture up on Facebook yet? The
Bane in bed.
Bane in bed.
No, I haven't. I haven't actually been through my camera yet.
You need to. You really need to.
Yeah. God, what else did I get? There is more, I'm sure there is.
It's in the front room.
No, I was going to come to them later. I'm just going through toys at the moment.
Oh, toys, I don't know them, mate.
Oh, I've got a Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero.
Yes.
Because he was quite cheap, actually, for what he was. And as much as... He's not brilliant, he's alright. Yeah, he's not brilliant. He is Skeletor's new whipping boy.
Yeah, it's fun to see Skeletor punch him in the balls with his sex stuff.
Yep, that does me nicely. I also got... Oh, I got 3 Beast Machine Scavengers and a Robots in Disguise Scavenger.
The army building begins again.
And, oh, that was the other thing I got from Paul, a knockoff Scrap Metal.
Ah, yes.
Who is now my Scrap Metal commander.
Is he not the one you called Crap Metal?
Yes, he is Crap Metal. He is cool, because he's a knockoff. And then, of course, Paul started sending me pictures of the latest knockoffs in his local Poundland, which is Duocon knockoffs. They're not proper Duocons, though. It's just using that kind of
Oh, I think
technique.
I've seen them on YouTube and stuff.
They look terrible.
Oh, God, yeah.
So Tricky will be buying them. I think that's it for toys, you know. I'm sure there's more. I'm probably forgetting something.
I'm sure I've forgotten something.
In non-toyness, I got a copy of Loose Cannon. So that's 3 for 3, because it is epic. I got, from Mr. Simon Williams, the first page of his Marvel Heroes Hulk vs. Deathhead story. My God, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then later that evening, as we are standing out on the balcony, Mr. Stew walks up to me with Mr. Williams and presents me with a freshly commissioned bit of artwork which Stew had got for me, because Stew is awesome, which was
also evil.
Simon Williams drawn Firecons. Wow. Apparently it was the one of the 2 times in the entire weekend I shut up.
Yeah, one of the few times.
You
Well,
just
one of
went
the 2.
silent.
Didn't know what to say. I was trying to hold back the tears.
Didn't
Didn't expect it.
I got you. I got you good, buddy.
Oh, you did. You did indeed.
I really want to thank Simon on that one. You did an awesome job, mate. He almost didn't get it. Because I thought that's so good, I want it for my own. I was like, fucking, I've paid for this. I've paid cold hard cash for this shit. This shit belongs to me. I don't have to give that away to nobody. And I went, no, I really better. Because otherwise they'll just sit there going, I'm so jealous of your Firecon. And then you'll cry a little when you don't get a birthday present off me.
Well, I wanted to cry anyhow.
No, but for the good reasons, not for the bad reasons.
Yes. Of course, you bastards got me again at 12 o'clock on the Sunday night. After I've just taken part in the Everybody with a Wreck and Rule shirt photo. Turn around and there's Timey with a tiny little birthday cake.
And we're all singing at you.
Second time, I didn't quite know what to do.
Yep, we got you good, boy.
That you did.
Got you good.
That you did. So thank you very much to everybody who took part in that and set it up, because, yeah, I was quiet. It shut me up, because I didn't know what to do.
That doesn't happen often.
No, it does not.
We're thankful for the quiet times.
Fine, I won't say anything else for the rest of the show. Right, so moving on. Mr. Rob, is there anything else you want to add to this, or shall you set up a Twitter?
Well, there's one thing I was going to say. If you do want to know if these guys have missed anything out, you can go to the forums at www.oldoilhouse.co.uk. Check out the toys section, which has latest buys in it, and we've all posted our complete hauls up on there.
Or you can go to YouTube and find me under Grimmus, and under that you'll see my haul videos in their 3 parts. Because YouTube wouldn't let me do one over 15 minutes, and then I realised because Becca told me that I'd not put on the power go combiners. 3-part haul video. Yeah, that's a good sign.
Indeed. I haven't actually done a whole video this year,
You should do.
so I'll get around to it.
I was going to say something else that happened at AA, but I think I'll leave that for later on.
Ooh.
So Twitter-esque set up the challenge of
The GoBots!
no.
The Rocklords!
Go
I'm gonna punch
Rocks!
you.
The Rockbots!
Rock Lords, they're powerful living rocks.
Go Lords.
The Go Lords, the Go Lords.
Open your eye really, really wide.
No! Because you see, sir, you may have a roller with a swindle cannon attached. But if I can get something to come out without playing, there we go. I have a gun that fires guns! Death to... God damn it. Death to the infidel!
Well, that was a waste of 5 seconds of my life.
Beat you with that gun.
Spring-loaded tappers.
Set up your Twitter.
So the Twitter was what would be your 3 all-time top wonderful AA moments? These can be 3 actual moments you've experienced at AA, or 3 sort of fantasy ones, things that you'd like to happen at AA. Just in case you've missed one or you've got an idea of something you'd love to happen. I think we all know what Adams is.
Yeah, of course you do. More fire cons. More fire cons. Swiftly followed by more scavengers, scrap metals and skystalkers.
Thought you were going to say an invite to eat breakfast, lunch and dinner with Nick Roche.
That's not going to happen, we all know it.
Sleeping at the bottom of his bed.
I am not worthy of sleeping in the bottom of his bed. I will sleep at the doorway like a draft excluder. Right.
But you know what's really bad? My brain has just gone... my brain has just gone down a wonderful path. You sleep at the bottom of Nick Roche's bed, but of course, to cut costs and save space, James Roberts is, in the same room. So there's 2 single beds, they're in one each room, they're both in sleeping caps. And James Roberts just nudges him and goes, look, he's dreaming, and just you at the bottom, kicking like a dog. And the pair of them sit there for 5 minutes going, aww. And then James looks at Nix and just go, we did Last Stand of the Wreckers. We brought Transformers on going back to its feet. We're awesome!
High five before bed.
See, I had a different thing going through my head when you were saying that. I had the idea of him as the draft excluder thing, and just kind of like him having a dream going, and just kind of like one of them sitting up and going, oh for fuck's sake, and throwing a boot at him.
Oh, see, my idea is much gentler and nicer. It involves them being in sleeping caps and pyjamas.
I don't like you anymore. Get out.
This is my house.
Not anymore. My dislike for you has grown so much that I now own your house.
Cool, wow. You can pay the mortgage.
No, I don't need to. My dislike for you has grown so much the mortgage is paid.
Awesome! I don't have to pay this place off.
Get out of my house.
Gladly. It means I don't have a mortgage to deal with.
So, Sue.
Oh.
Do you have tiny bits of news?
Tiny bit of news, yeah.
Shall we discuss your tiny bits of news?
Yes. As long as I remember.
News theme. Or is it too tiny for a news theme?
It'll get something resembling a news theme.
news then.
Yes, please.
And there's only a couple of tiny bits because let's face it, in this week I've been shattered and I've not been keeping up with it. I bring AA 2012 news. What's that, Rob?
Did you just pause that?
No.
Okay.
I was going to. But I just used it instead.
Okay.
Edit. So I'm bringing the first bit of news is Auto Assembly 2012 news.
Yay!
Hooray! We're all going pretty much, aren't we?
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Excelsior!
So yeah, Auto Assembly 2012 obviously was announced previously. We already knew, and it's not a major bit of news that we're going to the Hilton. I always call it the Paris Hilton again. Do you think that the Hilton in Paris just sits there going, ugh?
As people walk in and out
With
all day long.
and wear no panties.
Isn't that like Paris Hilton?
Yeah, that was the joke I was making.
Yeah, that was the joke we were going for.
I was basically saying she's celebrity slut number one.
Yeah.
She is.
Though apparently she's disgusted that Kim Kardashian is now taking her flavour.
Taking her flavour.
Her favour
Alright.
with people. But yeah, anyway, so it's at the Hilton. So that's a good thing because it means we can get away from the Holiday Inn bastards.
Yep, that works for me.
Who really suck balls.
Yes.
They got really nasty considering it was our last year there. They got really shitty with us.
That they did.
But
Bunch
yeah,
of wankers.
so it's at the Hilton. Yet to have scouted out this area. I almost wish I'd done it while I was there because I'm paranoid about getting there from the train station, etc. But 2 of the guests were announced.
Mm-hmm.
Not 1, but 2 were announced.
Tell us,
With a
Justin.
possible 3rd coming along. Now we don't know who the 3rd is, but we know the first 2 are. Number 1, when Adam's not breaking stuff, is Michael Bell,
That's awesome.
voice of G1 Prowl and Swoop and other people. And you've got that on wrong.
I'm listening.
So he's coming along. He also did some various video game voices. I know a lot of people I know were excited about the fact that he voiced Raziel in the Soul Reaver series.
Nice.
Yeah. Secondly, now this one, when this was announced on the night, because all of these are announced with videos, little clips of the person saying, "Hey, I'm coming on to 2012. Look forward to seeing you." Blah 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 blah. This one, you could not hear what the man was saying for the first 2 minutes because everybody was cheering or yelling "spoon."
Spoon! 1 second. Ready when you are.
Go on then. It's one Mr. Townsend Coleman. Yeah, just about everybody in the hall freaked right out. I stood there, mouth agape, freaking out that it's Townsend Coleman.
That is so damn cool.
I'm a 30-year-old man, and the news that one person's coming to an event, and I was screaming at high heaven.
Yeah. That is cool.
I really hope they release those videos on YouTube. They did last time, but I really hope they do because I didn't hear anything he said.
No. The
Too
room
many
got
people
loud.
freaking right out, which is a good thing. He's going to get so much attention.
Yep.
And I am willing to bet that at least once an hour, if not more often, somebody will be yelling "spoon" in that hall.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised in the
Or
slightest.
cowabunga. Because of course Townsend Coleman voiced. Well, we'll go down. Did the Tick, obviously.
Yep.
He did Sentinel Prime and Transformers Animated.
Yep.
He did the douche. And he also did Michelangelo in Turtles.
He did.
And those are the ones he's more famous for.
There are many more
Yeah,
voices.
he's done a lot of voice work, and as I learned recently, he does the what is it called? Haboom section on the hub,
Oh, right, yeah.
which introduces G1. So he introduces G1. So he's a voice on the hub as well. Awesome. Now they also showed a video of various people saying, "Hey, I hope you're having a fun time at Auto Assembly." One was badly dubbed of Michael Bay.
Right.
I think that was intentionally badly.
Yeah, but to bullshit it, I think he wouldn't dare. But one of those people in that video is coming to Auto Assembly.
It's not going to be Michael Bay, is it?
That would be hilarious.
You just
Hi, I'm
imagine
Michael
it,
Bay.
like-
You filmed this shit.
See, that just brings me back to the conversation me and Jai were having about the scared nerdy G1 fan. That Michael Bay turns up and you just get this guy like, "I've been carrying this shiv for 6 long fucking years.
Practicing stabbing on him.
You fucking.
I'm trying to remember who was in the main video, and apologies because I can't remember a lot of the names. The dude who voiced Bumblebee.
Yep.
In G1. That was
He
hilarious.
wants you to buy his book.
Yeah, he wants you to buy his book, available on Amazon. I can't remember what it's called. I know it's Drowning in something, and it was a wine of some description.
Drowning in bees.
The bees! No, I'm not going down that path again. But yeah, who else?
I want my baby drink it to bees.
There was the young lady who voices Mika on Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she'll be coming because I'm pretty sure there's a restraining order on Andy.
She was a pretty lady, though.
Saying nothing.
Don't look at me.
I'm saying nothing.
I'm not looking at you. You're not a pretty lady.
I can be.
In the right drag.
In the right light.
Who else was there in that video? I can't remember.
Not.
I can't remember who was in that
We're
video.
sorry, we are not professional. We did not take notes.
We had
drinking.
beers in us at that point. There was
Yeah.
no chance of us remembering anything. And we just had the cosplay competition as well.
Yes.
And the has the script reading been on at that point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
No,
it has.
Yes.
It has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they did script reading, then they did the cosplay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it was cosplay then script reading.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because cosplay they shifted just to the other side of the hall. Or did we move back?
We moved back.
Oh, we moved back.
But we'll go
Yet
into
again,
we'll go into
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
later.
yeah. But that's pretty much it from Auto Assembly announcements. It's in the Hilton. They have said though, people are trying to reserve their ticket, reserve their hotels now.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying don't hold off until they've got the rate sorted because they are getting a discounted rate,
Awesome sauce.
which from what they were saying is going to work out about the same as the Holiday Inn or cheaper, and it's a better hotel.
With the more expensive bar.
Yeah, probably.
Of course it will be.
But they also have a pool, so I expect
Yes!
nerds in a pool.
You don't get happy. There is nothing in the world better to get rid of a hangover than about 10-15 lamps.
Well, if they've got some form of hot tub, I will be in there. Ladies are welcome, but only slick.
Nice save.
That's why I'm the king.
What other news do you have, sir?
There is one of a bit of news. It's more of a heads up. If you are considering buying the Shadow Cyber set, which is the fans' project, a black repaint of the Protector armor
With a big fucking
with a
sign.
big fucking scythe.
I
Yeah.
love that design so much.
Yep. Basically, this is the one that goes with Henkei Wild Rider or Shatterglass Rodimus from the Botcon set. Be wary in the next few months as somebody is producing a knockoff.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that. There's been pictures of parts basically found. I don't know where they've come from, I'll be honest.
KO Toys.
Is it KO Toys? Right.
KO Toys.
But yeah, basically somebody's making a knockoff set. Just like they did with City Commander and just like they did with Shadow Commander. So
Yeah.
buyer beware. I've no doubt.
Unless, of course, you are actually looking for that, which we do not condone.
We don't condone knockoffs
No.
to a certain extent.
Unless they are geniusly silly.
Yeah, like the one that Mr. Andrew Turnbull showed me. It was a knockoff of I want to say Strong Arm from Energon,
Right.
and he was in green and red.
Right.
And because the wheel fits into his head, they left it in there, so it looked like he had a sombrero.
Ah! I was thinking of the one that Billy ended up with.
Oh, what Prost!
Yep. I felt so bad that Billy couldn't buy anything.
Oh,
Well, he couldn't.
he couldn't. I know he couldn't.
So
You bought him a Prost.
he got a Prost. Which actually came originally from Kev. Who, thank you, Kev. But I felt so sorry for Billy, I had to give him something.
Yeah. So he got a Prost.
He didn't.
Yeah. Gee, thanks.
He's happy with it. He made him a happy man.
I know, what the hell, like, it's terrible. But that really is about it, news-wise. End of the news.
You not want to talk about some Diathlus Goldbuggy stuff?
Oh, God, yeah, should we have a line about that?
Yeah, because it's utter shit and it looks terrible.
I was hoping to avoid that. Yeah, they've released stock footage of the new Alternity fellas. They've done Goldberg. That'd be awesome if they've done Goldberg. Just got written down the side of the car who's next. When you're transforming, all these fireworks go off and he just sits there swinging punches, getting himself ready. But yeah, they've released images of
Can I
Goldberg.
have that, please?
Yeah, can I as well? But those punches will rip through time and space.
Oh.
And the fireworks will come from the beginning of all time itself in the Big Bang.
Works for me.
Yeah, I'm wavering. But yeah, so it's Goldbug and Diatlas. Now, when we first heard about this, it was like, right, cool. There's a Goldbug and there's a Diatlas. That's kind of cool. There had already been specific cars, which was the Prime and the Bumblebee. So we all thought, great, they'll just do new heads. Jobs are good. Guess what? They ain't.
Nope. No new heads.
Goldbug is literally just a gold Bumblebee with a blue head.
But that is Death Prime face.
And Diatlas is basically a shiny blue Prime with orange highlights.
Yep. Terrible.
It looks terrible. Come on, man, you couldn't have done a head. They're not even that big and you couldn't have done a head.
Yeah. Alternity is still one of those lines. It feels like an also-ran to me.
Time crotch. That's all I ever need to know about Alternity.
Yeah. Which is a shame. Loads and loads of great concepts. But it never did anything for me.
Really?
I'm still
Great
not a fan of the
concepts.
figures.
Oh god, yeah, the concepts are brilliant. I mean, time crotch.
Yeah, guns that alter the very fabric of space and time to make you into whatever he wants.
Was it Skywarp has a gun that can fire with anything he can conceive of?
Yeah.
I love the idea of a cow gun.
The perfect tool for a quantum bastard.
Indeed.
No, actually, I think he's the one that can shoot you and it changes you into whatever he wants.
Oh, right.
It's nowhere near as good as the gun that shoots you and goes back in time and shoots you before you were born.
Oh, was it? Is it Nemesis? Well, the Black Prime repaint anyhow. He has a gun that shoots you once. Every time it hits you, it creates an alternate future where the gun was fired a few seconds later and shoots you again every time it hits you. It's freaking epic. I love Alternative. I'm fairly convinced that somewhere Alternate Unicron is horribly outmatched.
And we always joke about Time Crotch. There's really a Time Crotch.
Yes, there is.
Is there? What's Time Crotch?
Megatron.
Does he? I thought it was his sword he went through time.
No, there's something in his crotch that's some kind of time generator.
I'll live with that then. But yeah, his sword slices through all time and space.
Yep.
So you just takes a swing and cuts everything.
Is it the red and black one? It doesn't know the boundaries of distance.
I don't know what a distance
A
is.
sword can hit you no matter where he is and where you are.
Yeah, it's a bit silly.
Oh, freaking love Alternity. So, that's the end of the news then, I assume.
Time Crotch! Yeah.
Which I think it means it's time for a bit of a break.
Okay.
Let's play some music.
Let's not.
Ooh, music.
From planet Cybertron comes Optimus Prime's greatest challenge. Megatron, the evil Decepticon leader, crushes Prime with power sound treads. Transforming from battle tank to deadly robot with power arm lasers and lock and load super sound cannon. Megatron can blast Prime into spare parts. Listen to the voice of doom. Transformers Generation 2. Megatron is all you see here. Optimus Prime sold separate.
I pray for something strange to come along. Everything
Transform and roll out.
It's Fortress Maximus. Fortress Maximus! The colossal Headmaster Autobot City.
The Terracons are attacking!
Transform Fortress Maximus!
Master Transformers.
From city to battle station!
Terracons, form above us and destroy Fortress Maximus! But Fortress Maximus transforms again, this time into a robot so humongous a separate robot becomes its head.
Power's awesome.
Transformers from Hasbro.
Right, so with those shenanigans out of the way,
I'm Crotch! See, I missed that bit of music as well.
I'm gonna just frickin' get you the cattle
You
prod.
can, because I'll just go through time and take the cattle prod off you with my time crotch.
Somebody kill him. Kill him dead with fire. So...
It's not going to work, I've got a time crotch.
We're going to talk, obviously, we're going to talk a little bit, shut up, we're going to talk a little bit about AA and the memories that we have taken away from this weekend.
We were supposed
Not
to make-
necessarily our own, some are stolen from people.
We were
Indeed.
supposed to have memories.
This will
Not
be
again.
difficult. This will be difficult. See what happens when you get your time crotch out.
No, I'm not going to do it this time.
Time crotches. Your crotch has ruined his mind.
Won't be the first time, certainly won't be the last.
Hey, Paul. So, Rob, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, can do.
Anything whatsoever. We'll just go around a couple of times and different memories that we've got.
Well, I think I'll save my best one till last.
Okay.
But there was on the Friday night. I think you guys had all gone out for a smoke. It was starting to rain, so me and Becca went and sat inside. We'd been talking about Jim from the previous year.
Yes.
Jim is awesome.
And you talked about him being done animated style. So I sat down with my iPad and thought, you know what? I'm going to have a go at drawing him animated. I'm not very good at animated, so it looked a bit horrendous. All of a sudden, out of my peripheral vision, I see this person sort of almost land next to me. And I look across to see Nick Roche just crouched down next to my chair going, hello! And I'm just like, ah! Hello! And he just sort of said, what you drawing? So I explained the whole thing, and he was just kind of like, alright, I just love watching people draw. And we had a bit of a chat about how to draw animated.
It's cool.
Basically, best analogy was elongated chibis.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
So, yeah, had a bit of a chat about that, and then got back to drawing. He went back to his seat. I did ask him if we could have a talk to him at some point in the weekend, but obviously he's a busy man, so
He's a very busy man.
we didn't
He's very
we didn't get to
popular.
record anything. But no, that was quite a big highlight for me.
I can imagine it would be. Sorry, that was just something flying off Vortex.
Parts on the floor.
Not good, not good. Mr. Stew,
Hello.
what would be your first memory?
Whatever. I can't remember.
There was a bright light and then someone hit me.
And then the doctor slapped me, so I punched him in the face and stole his watch. Well, I got there a day earlier compared to you guys.
Yes, you did.
So I got the basically, I went in there before the room was all done out. And there was that brief moment of panic on Dave and Billy's face when they realised that they'd put in a foot extra of like a boarding that you couldn't use, and there was just this little, there was almost like 20-30 seconds of panic on the pair of them's face before they went, oh no, I'll be fine. And it was fine. If anything, this year there was more space.
There was indeed, which was rather
I don't know if
nice.
this is because of the flip of there was less dealers, but it didn't feel like there was that many less.
No.
So that worked out nicely.
Okay. Myself, I'm actually going to go for another Roche conversation.
Okay, and everybody get to talk to Nick Roche.
It was just because Roche and I had a little bit of a random chat, which was great big amounts of fun.
Which there was plenty of his legal team there.
Yeah, making sure that I was in fact exactly 30 inches away.
Yeah.
Where did this come about from, this 30 inches away thing?
I've no idea.
Should have been 30 feet, but there was a
I think it was
snap-
meant to. I think what he was saying, it was meant to be 30 feet, but it went horribly wrong. But no, it was good because it's the first time I've had a proper chat with Roche since
The court case.
since the first year I went to AA, and it was rather nice. It was a pretty good chat, just about various bits and pieces. So I quite enjoyed it. It's nice to see that even though he's all big and famous now, he still has plenty of time to go and just talk to his fans.
Yeah, he wouldn't do auto assembly if he was that far up his own ass. He wouldn't do stupid stuff in the script reading.
No, that's true. But it was just really pleasant. Congratulated him on that and geeked out like a big fanboy. Mr. Rob,
Yes.
your turn.
Well, it was another talking to an artist thingy. I was just coming in to get a drink on the Sunday night. Yes, Sunday night, and basically I'd got changed my top into a Street Fighter brand new top. Walk into the bar, and I noticed Jason Cardy over in the corner by the bar, and he was just pointing. And he was like, and I kind of looked, and he's pointing towards me, and I looked around to say, is he pointing at me? And then I turned back, and when I turned back, he was going, Hadouken! So I took the Hadouken like a man. God, that man can Hadouken. I think it broke 3 of my ribs.
Bow chicken bow wow?
Ruptured my spleen. Coughed up a bit of blood, then just manned up. Went over and just started having a chat with him. Just about how much of a nerd he was and how much he loved Street Fighter, and how Street Fighter suddenly meant he had friends when he was a kid.
Because he was the only kid in the street who had a copy.
Yeah, he was the only kid in the street to get a Super Nintendo, and he got that game with it, and everyone was like, "Oh, come round to my house, bring your Super Nintendo." And he was just like, "Yep, I'm the shit." He told me about some other stuff that he's working on, which sounded really cool. But yeah, just had a good crack with him, which was really nice, considering he was pretty much the first person that I managed to get a proper chat with last year.
Yeah.
And it wasn't pretty much until I actually sat down and talked to him for about an hour. It was I didn't start feeling the auto-assembly relaxed vibe that everyone else had. So that was kind of nice to be able to talk to him again.
Oh, I mean, there's something for you. The strange vibe of this year. But I don't think we need to go too much into any of the negatives.
No.
But that was my positive.
Yeah.
Go
on, Mr. Sue. Go on, quickly.
Some people will know who were there, some people won't know because it was online, and will be posted on YouTube eventually. A group of us got together for one present for Mr. Mikey for his graduation. And we all chipped together, and with the help of Mr. Tricky, we got a Masterpiece Grimlock for Mikey. Then there was the better idea. Let's get Greg to sign it and give it to him.
Yes.
So I followed him through and videotaped it as basically Greg Berger gave Mikey, who sat there like a scared little child. It was funny that he came through the door and he was just like, oh, he's just there. And he was like, oh, is that Michael? And he's just like, yes! You can see him just trying to crawl into his chair and become very small. And I can't remember what he said. It's such a shame, but he said about, well done you on your graduation, blah blah blah, and he did about Grimlock. I think he said, me Grimlock King, you Mikey dig bones, something like that. And then he hands it over, and it's just this sign, and he's filled the front of it, of the packaging. And Mikey's just like, thank you, and he's just trying to crawl into a little corner because he's embarrassed and get in awe at the same time. That was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
That is hopefully something that will stay with me for a while before I go completely insane.
Just brings you joy on a daily basis.
But that was cool. That was really cool. And I don't think that any of that lot went through official channels. I think that was literally just time he went up to Greg and went, can you help us with this?
Yeah.
To which he jumped at the chance by the looks of it. Absolutely jumped.
I love Greg. The man is just a legend and a star right the way through. For my next one, it's going to be about myself, I'm afraid. Being given the Firecons picture. That was freaking incredible, and I have no idea how the hell I'm ever going to thank you. In all honesty.
It's easy. It's called power car combiners. Get me undertow and all will be balanced.
Between that and turning around seeing Time with a tiny cake and...
Just basically getting your birthday done.
Yes, didn't expect it. Because, well, it's my birthday and I don't really think too much about it.
See, what you didn't get was, I'll say, when Simon was like, "Oh, do you want to come up room or something?" I was like, "Yeah." So I went up to Simon Williams' room.
Yeah. Very clean room.
Very nice room. Went up and picked that up, and I was just like, he was just like, "Oh, well, here's what I've drawn for Slake," and I was like, "Well, that's awesome," because he drew her a Nightcrawler. Because I was weird. He just said he would draw her a Nightcrawler one night. I was like, "Who's your favourite? Who's your favourite character?" He was like, "Well, I like X-Men. I like Nightcrawler." I was like, "I'll do your Nightcrawler." Really good job.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I don't want to send that either. I will, don't worry, Slick, I'll send it, don't worry. And then we pulled that, I was like, well, I'm not sure if I'm happy with it. I didn't have a lot of references, I got the web page you sent us, and he pulled that out, I was like, dude, that's awesome.
It really is.
I can't remember, it was John Paul, it was his friend, it was, the guy in the very corner who was doing, like, the covers and stuff.
Yes.
He was there as well, and he was like, dude, that's awesome, and I was like, it is! He's not getting it!
the guy that coloured Death Duck for Logan Blaze.
Death Duck. But yeah, oh man, yeah, that's one of my highlights as well, just sorting that lot out. Worth every penny, mate.
Yeah.
Just for your face. Just for your face.
Just for the manly weeping tears of joy.
The only thing, as Simon said, the only restriction you've got is you've got to come get me.
Right.
When you do it, you've got to come get me when you do it. So I was like, yep, not a problem.
Ah, Williams, I love you. With every legal beating heart.
So that was yours, I just kind of ducked in it.
That's alright. Seriously.
Bonus memory round.
It's something that's going to stay with me for a hell of a long time now. It really is. Mr. Robe, any more from you?
I just remembered there was one thing that I did get which I didn't do on the
oh
board.
Man!
And it's something that I would like to thank Stu for finding me the titanium. Jetfire.
Yeah, that was kind of funny because I was just looking and just went, "Oh, Jetfire, Becca, get Rob." What do you mean, titanium Jetfire? Get Rob. Okay.
It was £25, and the prices I've seen them going for such a horrendous figure.
Oh, it's a bag of shit.
It's a horrendous figure.
It's a bag of wank,
but I love it because it's Jetfire. So I have one more in my Jetfire collection.
Woot!
Which is nice. But yeah, getting that, it was just kind of like that was one of my grails because I never actually thought I was going to get that in box, brand new, and for only £25.
Still get the factory sticker on it.
Considering I was actually thinking about getting one for about £40.
Whoa there, Battle!
This is before I actually knew what the figure was like.
You know.
And knowing yourself as well.
Full backwards, it's rubbish. But it looks good.
It looks good in robot mode.
Yeah.
And I'm probably never going to transform him again.
Yeah, or touch it.
Or touch it. And I do have some drawing reference now for trying to draw that character.
Cool.
Because I've tried drawing him before and it's just not
It's
worked.
based on the War Within version, isn't it?
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I wanted it because it was War Within.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted the Grimlock as well. But if he's anything like that,
Grimlock's even rarer. It was a Toys R Us exclusive.
Yeah. The Grimlock and the Prowl are awful figures.
That's still my one.
Yeah.
It's the only way you're going to get Grimlock all of them.
It's true.
Yeah. I'm a big Grimlock fanboy, so.
Fair dues. Mr.
Me again. The day before, like the Friday, obviously, the Friday everything's set up and then you can't buy out. And you couldn't go in this year. Couldn't even go in to have a look. And Dave come up to me again, "Stu, I've got some Sentai stuff." "Oh, really? Alright, cool, I'll check it out." Forgot about it come the next day, so I'm wandering around. Timmy comes up to me, grabs it, says, "Stu, they've got a Dragon Zord!" And my brain just went, "Butcher! And they've got a Megazord! Get away!" You've never seen a fat man run so fast. As fast as my big old legs could take me, I was just like, excuse me, run over, and just he pointed out, and I was just Megazord Dragon. was like, right, well, his shield's missing, what's going on? Well, I think a few bits are missing. So I asked the guy, Toifu. He was like, oh yeah, I think there's a couple of bits missing. Feel free to open them up and have a check though. So we opened them up. Checked them up. I was like, well, that's missing. Well, that's a bit damaged, but it's still with the drill tip. Go on then, how much each? 35. Yeah, deal. So that was 70 quid and bang! Fully in box and everything. Oh, I love them things. I just need a Titanus now. Just to finish off that Zord set.
Man alive.
I know. I've always wanted a Dragon Zord. Last year I almost got the ones that were there.
Yeah.
But home and Aaron, somebody whipped them while I was gone. This year it was going to happen. If there was Dragon Zords there, I was going to get him. And I got him. So now I got a Dragon Zord.
That's cool.
Dragon Zord! Sits there with rockety fingers. The only problem is they need new labels. Oh no, what a shame. I'll just have to go to Repro Labels and get the Zoo Ranger set. Oh no, what a shame.
Whatever will you do?
Whatever will sit there going, fantastic, this works out better for me as every second goes.
This deal's getting better every moment.
Pray I don't change it further. No, please do. But yeah, that was another good one.
My next one is going to be a strange one.
That is a shocker.
Because it's actually watching Mr. Rob here come into his own whilst doing an interview with Mr. Chris Card.
That was going to be my next one.
Oh, sorry.
Do a combo one then.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, man, might as well.
Yeah.
Because you, sir, you started off a little bit nervous and worried, but by the time about 5-10 minutes had passed, you really got into the swing of that, and it was a pleasure to behold. I thoroughly enjoyed just sitting back and watching that. Yeah, it was great.
I hope people enjoy it when they listen to it.
That should be up hopefully next week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was basically I got something I'm hopefully going to start doing with people in the sort of Nerdsphere network and Old Oil House, and hopefully some more artists and writers and whatnot, if I can, get them to agree
Bribe
to do
them.
it. Yeah, bribe them.
And persuade.
Here is some beers. Do what I tell you.
Or I may have to wait till next auto assembly and drug some of them and
Kidnap Nick Roche.
yeah.
I think trying to get this stuff done at auto assembly is next to impossible, really.
Yeah.
It's just, I think the only reason I managed to get Chris Carter was because I'd already asked him about it over Facebook and he seemed really up for it. And then I said to him about, not really having the time before auto assembly, would you like to try it there? And he said yes. So, and it was on the Friday night before everything kicked off, so. But yeah, doing that interview, I was bricking it until we got into it. And then it all just seemed to flow.
Everything fell into place and it flowed very, very nicely. I thoroughly enjoyed just sitting there and being all producery, staying quiet. It was lovely.
But I do think we need to get that man a trilby.
We do need to get that man a trilby. We need to get a trilby sent to him.
I don't know why he needs a trilby.
What do you want it?
No. Okay.
He wants a trilby. He wants a signature hat.
I'm still worried, but carry on.
I want a signature hat. Suits trilbies.
It does suit a trilby.
So, Stu,
Hello.
do you want to go for one last one?
I'm trying to think now. I'm sure I had another one.
Because I've got a last one.
Actually, if we're doing last ones, then this is going to be my down one.
Okay.
There was only one down memory I have.
I was going to come to
down.
downers after it.
Oh, fine then. I'll try and find a good one then.
There's a couple of things I want to say.
It sounds like a funny one, but meeting Andy from Kapow.
All right. Okay.
Basically, Andy Millman, who was crashing in my room. Yeah, that's right. Holiday Inn. I had somebody in my room. My room for 2 people, which I paid for legally. 2 people in a 2-person room. Go figure. He'd gone through to speak to Andy, and I was like, well, I'll tag along with him. And I got to meet Andy from Kapow, and generally he is a nice bloke. He's also gigantically huge and will crush me.
Yes, he...
As much as I said to him, as much.
As he is Bane.
He is Bane, he will rise you up and break you.
In the nicest possible way.
And then he'll go, do you want 10% off that? I've crippled you. Do you want 10% off this figure? Hang on then.
20% off your cripple.
While on the Kapow thing, it was also nice to see meet Matt again properly. Last year, kind of him. This year, well, like old buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love King Grimmy.
Yeah.
King Grimmy's awesome.
He's so nice.
Even though he was mean to me.
Oh, why was he mean to you, Rob?
Because not only would he not have my Cyberverse collection, but he then told me I had to expand it and buy the playset.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, you evil man!
We didn't even pay him to say that or nothing. That was all of his own back.
He's a nice man, but he is evil.
See, my last one is just purely going to be the chatter. The freaking random rubbish that was coming out. Oh, there are moments I don't think I've laughed so hard in a year.
It's always the social element.
You definitely.
Yeah.
Whether
Go for the
it's-
toys, stay for the people.
Yeah. I mean, from talking to, well, I'm not going to say on here what we were calling JD and the nickname that he acquired over the weekend. And
It wasn't Captain Stabby. Oh, he's moved. He's changed his name, just not his rank.
yes. Anyhow, nice beard.
And it's not Professor Death.
No, it's not that either. To the genius that was Thrussell, the last dinosaur, which came close to killing me. He's my friend and a whole lot more.
Yeah.
The social aspect. I mean, after everything was done for the night, going upstairs and still chatting for another hour or so with Glenn in the room, talking utter rubbish with him. Great fun. Absolutely brilliant. And that's what, to me, Audio Assembly is all about. The convention is great, but it's the social aspect that brings me back every year.
The social aspect with that, and going down that day earlier, just because I ended up crashing with Dave and going down with Dave means I met Billy,
Right.
who is the deputy head.
Yes.
So I'm friends with Billy, and Billy's a good laugh. And because I met Billy, it means I met Philly.
Yes.
I'm not convinced that from alternate dimensions. They both ordered. Now this is separate from each other. They both ordered the same meal. They both went, "Why the hell are the crisps with my chicken burger?" They both left the chips. They both put the same sauce on the chicken burger. There's too many things which were too similar. So I'm convinced that Philly and Billy are from separate dimensions.
They're alternates of each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then because of that, I got to know Von Rojas better.
Yes. Oh,
Now,
Rojas.
I love the guy. He's awesome. And I just got to meet up, get a bit more social with those guys. If you go to an AA and you do not come back afterwards and go, add friend on Facebook, you've done something wrong. And you really have.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You should make at least one or two new friends while you're there. Oh, and Smizno. I met Smizno. I've never seen any of his videos. Time he hooked me up on a sale, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna Galaxy Force. I'm gonna Cybertron Prime and Wing Saber, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Sonic Convoy. Yeah, I'll sell you that. And I was like, oh, you're gonna point out men's to us, and he's just like, oh no, we're just getting on it. Now I've seen his videos. He's utterly crazy. He would fit in perfectly in that chair. Just with us lot being stupid. Fit in perfectly, I swear to God.
Alright then. Who wants replaced?
Rob. Actually, we need Rob for the house. Yes. And you need me to be the news to you. But you produce.
Yes, I run this fucking bird.
So we're going to open up to a fourth then?
This plain bird.
Bird plane.
That's the one.
But yes.
Half a bird, half a plane. It's Skylinks.
But yeah, meeting new friends and people and having fun with them and selling them toys.
That last bit never happened. Oh, yes, it did actually. Sorry. So, there are some downsides.
Yeah.
And really, there's only the two that I really want to talk about. But
those are the super serious ones.
Fairly serious. The fact that some fucker decided it was a good idea to rip Toy Fu off.
Yeah, that fucker better not go public because there's people after him.
Yeah. And I just want to quickly say, if anybody who listens to us knows who this fucker is, I will be quite happy to have a little listen to what you say and pass that information on to relevant people. because it is disgusting.
Yeah.
It sickens me to the very pit of my stomach. I am fucking angry that somebody decided to do that at what is basically a charity stall.
Toy Foo hit a point where they go, well, we've covered our expenses, now it goes to charity.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is that somebody nicked 2 boxes of Thunder Shreds from Kapow, which is shitty of someone. It is shitty, but it doesn't make me gut sick the way that stealing from a fucking charity store does. So yeah, I'm putting that out there now. If anybody has any clue, let us know, and it will be passed on to relevant people, because that is fucking unreal. And just go off and hang yourselves, and you piece of shit.
That's a bit extreme, but
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
I am sickened by this one.
I'll back you up on that one. The fact for me is, like, stealing from them is one thing. But the one that fucks me right off is the guy who shortchanged them on purpose.
Yeah.
He went, I'll give you 25. They went, well, sorry, the prices are set. They're still good. It was a freaking Ultra Magnus that was all there, and they wanted 30 quid for it.
Yeah.
Which is more than a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he went, oh, I'll give you 25. And they said, no, he gave him 25 and walked off. He didn't give him a chance to turn around and go, well, get back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
scumbag, like.
It is. This is fucking money that's being raised, to make meals for children.
I try to make a point of getting something from Toy Fruit every year.
I bought scavengers.
I bought Megazords.
I need help.
I don't. I need a Titanus.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah, there's a hint for your Toy Fruit. You want more of my money next year, get a Titanus in good nick.
I just have Skystalkers, scavengers and scrap metals, and I'm yours, my friend. I'm yours. Although I did buy a couple of GoBots and hand them over. So yeah, I think unless anybody else has got anything else to say for it,
I do have one. It was a sad memory, still is. The last day, you guys had already gone on the Monday. Trying to think who was there. There was me, Dave, Billy, Philly, Izza, Tori, Adam W. I want to say Rojas. I'm sure there was somebody else. And all decided, right, we're going to get something to eat. Me and Dave were worried about train times.
Yeah.
We had to hang back a bit, thanks Izza. Because she was worried that a crazy person would kill her. And I don't blame her on that, actually, because I thought she would. Jesus. So we ended up hanging back, and we were all going to go to Nando's. And when we got there, it was really busy. So me and Dave were getting a bit worried. And it was like, well, what's the wait time? What's the serving time? And I was like, well, it's going to be about 15-20 minutes till you get sat, or... He reckoned at that point, 15-20 minutes by the time you get served someone on your eating time, blah blah blah. So me and Dave were like, nah, we can't do this. We've got to go in the next hour and a half.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to Burger King, which is right next door to Nando's. And ironically, they sat them just at the seats which are right next to the window that separates the two. So as we're eating, we just get various messages up on like phones going, "Loner's in Burger King." And it was all around the fun and games, and they were like, well, we're done, should we go yet? And we walked up and started waving for the window. It was very sad. I was like, well, there's all my new friends, I'm saying bye-bye. I got very sad at that point. I'm getting a bit sad now thinking about it. Leaving is never fun.
As a way of sort of sprucing it back up again, I've just thought of something else.
I did spruce it up when I got back. Ralph bought Stealth Force. That's something we didn't talk about. In the good side?
Phil, why haven't you bought your Stealth Force?
Yes, but the other thing I wanted to just check about, Ratchet judging you. And the story of the future being Mr. Andrew Turnbull in the middle of the night, pulling it out of his pocket, realising it glows in the dark, going over to Ralph who was asleep and going, it fucking glows in the dark!
See, I've thought of one thing, and then we're going to move on. Do you know what fills me with more joy than anything else of the weekend?
The fact that we nearly talked Phil into buying Stealth Force?
No, because that's going to be a long job, I think. I think that's going to take at least another year.
Well, you stacking Stealth Force in his arms in the comic shop is fucking hilarious. But I don't want it. No, you got some Stealth Force.
Just buried him.
And as soon as you put them down, you put them back. Good lad.
Well, I can't get Rob to have any more Cyberverse. I'm scared of what would happen to me. So, what's left? Get Phil to buy Stealth Force. No, the image I'm thinking of, the one memory, is chasing Ad Atom around the hotel.
Man alive! That was so because I was left with them guys at the table and Amy didn't know what the hell was going on. She's like, is he coming back? I was like, yeah, I think he is. And then when you came back, you did it, you went around. So you can do that every time. I was like, yeah, probably.
Because I was teaching you to spell 7, which is 2 E's. And we all know what E stands for. First letter of my true love's name. The lovely Miss Elizabeth.
Putting the story in a bit more context, Adam spent several... This felt like an hour spelling 1 through to 10 as the Macho Man. We'd put Ad M sat next to him, and every time he would get to the letter E, the first name on my true love, Miss Elizabeth, he would turn to Ad M, stare him right in the eyes like a frickin' maniac, and say that phrase every single time.
Yep.
So when he came to doing it again, at that point you were running after him because he was over there. He's just like, I'll be back in a sec. Miss Elizabeth, and comes back.
I want to point out that at this point, poor Ad Atom did not know what I was doing. He was standing on the other side of the bar. He was standing on the other side of the actual building of the bar, having a pleasant drink with some friends.
Some maniac with blonde, rubbly hair, maybe carrying a firehammer at one point. So he goes, the lovely Miss Elizabeth, and then runs off again.
Yep. Well, no, I walked. The first time, I walked calmly up to him.
And then he ran, so you had to chase him.
And then he ran away, so I had to chase him around the bar and balcony to tell him about the lovely Miss Elizabeth. But this climax later on in the evening, when I was going to go back up to the room, the doors opened, and there he was, standing in the lift, and just gave me this look of, you fucking dare, I will break you.
The lovely Miss Elizabeth.
And apparently there was one point where he was considering the idea of getting me to do that once we'd all left and we're back at home again. So I have to travel half the length of the country to knock on his door and go, the lovely Miss Elizabeth.
I'd see you back of the train.
I'll do it! Don't think I won't.
Crazy maniac, yeah, you will.
But that to me was one of the most joyous occasions of the weekend. Because by the end of it, we were just sort of holding each other up, propping each other up, laughing. Oh, it was brilliant.
So many fun memories.
So, that being said, shall we move on to our last 2 segments?
Yes.
Diathlon.
恐竜のパワーにロボットの機動力、メカ恐竜がロボットに、時を超えてやってきた正義の戦士5大恐竜、宝の恐竜ロボ。
Traps liquidated, but the mighty granites, friends of the Earth core, attack the evil Inhumanoid, forcing him back into the Earth.
Inhumanoids!
The evil that lies within.
Your friends can't help you now. But the leader of the granites can. Your evil ways are over. Escape on the gyroscope. Thanks, Grana.
Granarch, other figures and vehicles sold separately from Hasbro.
So, Mr. Rob.
Yes, Mr. Adam.
I hear we have a Twitter challenge.
We do have a Twitter
No,
challenge.
it's all lies.
Lies! Oh, okay then, let's go home.
Yeah.
Time to sing the Doom song.
Dum, 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 dum.
My orange just exploded on me.
Patrick about
So, would you like to start reading out the Twitter challenge to the question that was?
The question that was, what would be your top 3 AA moments? Yeah. These can be fictional or real. I think Timmy's tried to sneak in 4 responses because he firstly says, "Gonna be 3 true stories for me, fellas."
So there'll be 3 true stories and 3 lies. That sounds like him.
So, first off is Stardubbing.
Hey,
He says, when Batman punched David Kay in the face until he admitted that he had been Alfred in disguise all along.
So that's a true one then.
I saw it with my own eyes.
He also says, when Logan Blaze was revealed to be God.
No, that one's a lie.
Dr. Melsky says, when Grufflock added "in the pooper" to the end of every line of "Love the Way You Lie."
In the pooper.
That was brilliant. Oh, that had me, Andrew, with milk tears. Love the way you lie. In the pooper.
In the pooper.
Cassius335 says, true one, Lady of Wreck, you streaming?
Mm-hmm. She did indeed.
I was on that Ustream.
Me too.
I think we all was.
I think I was very drunk.
I told people not to come to AA because then that means there wouldn't be enough toys for me to buy. And I was very sincere about it. They should come. Just don't buy my toys.
Yeah, it's the other way.
Start dubbing again. When Hot Rod Phil appeared in his Horace Goes Skiing t-shirt, the dirty stinking traitor, all men know Horace must die.
Well, I'm more annoyed it was Horace Goes Skiing and not Horace Goes Waterboarding t-shirt.
Jetfire 2009 says, actually getting to go to AA for starters.
Awesome sauce. I mean, did we meet you? If not, we're so sorry.
Yeah.
Seriously, come just say hello, introduce yourself.
I don't know if...
I was drunk all weekend, I'm so sorry.
No, I was going to say, I don't know if that one is actually...
Right or true.
Yeah. Maybe we've got people to label these.
I feel guilty.
But that makes it more fun.
Okay. Timey says...
Number 1.
Neutering a monkey, aka punching TFNet's own Grim Monkey M13 in the balls.
He did indeed.
Yeah. Should never pull down a man's pants.
That's true, yeah. Don't pull down a man's pants, he will hit you in the cock.
Yeah. Cock punch.
Bonkers.
Oh no.
Number 2 from Mr. Timey. Dave drinking the devil's mead and the hilarity that followed.
There was no hilarity to that.
Well, it was funny to an extent, and then my brain started ticking on about what we'd done.
Well, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, no, Dave, we'll clear this up right now. Dave, have a sip. Dave downs it.
Watched 18 pounds of me vanish.
I have to say, I did piss myself laughing.
Yeah.
I didn't. I really didn't. I know how potent that stuff is, and I know that you sip it. I was bloody scared for him, to be honest with you. Hence the sort of half an hour I spent trying to get him to drink water and sit down before he vanished. And then the search to find out where he'd got to before we found out he'd gone to bed, which I was very thankful for. That was scary.
I know the rest of the story, but I'll tell you off air.
Yes. Well, we don't be impugning his name. Carry on.
Mr. JD. Putting Gruffy into the fetal position as he gibbers incoherently. I don't buy Transformers.
Helping.
I love that.
Thanks, Jai. That hurt. Love you, man, but that hurt me.
They were funny.
Dr. Melsky, dubbing my boot Skywarp and stomping on the remains of Bumblebee for the second time.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was the best way to get rid of Cyberverse.
Kill
Because
it.
nobody wanted it. That's what amazed me.
Yeah, nobody wants Cyberverse.
JD, watching motherfucking Rock Lords at a
Oh,
Transformers
yeah, son.
convention. Goddamn powerful living rocks, son.
With no sound as well. It was fucking awesome because we made our own words up.
Oh, it was good.
Timey, surprising Grufflock with cake and gifts and a stroke of midnight. Well, the gift came from Logan Blaze.
Yeah, that threw me completely, and thank you so much. Yeah.
Cassius335 says, hearing about that incident. he was tagging Timey there, so I'm assuming
the gifts.
No, I'm assuming he means the mead incident.
Jesus.
That's how it's known as now, the Mead incident.
We
We learned a valuable lesson from that, though, which I did speak to many people about. Do not fuck with anything that a monk has brewed. They've got no time to do nothing but pray and make beer or make alcoholic drinks and then drink them. That's all they do. So you don't fuck with him.
We've got Dr.
Nice
Melsky
words.
breaking Grufflock by breaking Logan Blaze with a booty call joke.
Damn, Logan Blaze has an infectious laugh.
Yeah.
Especially when he goes into Muttley mode.
Yeah.
But then I discovered that Muttley mode is him unable to breathe.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit guilty, but it didn't stop me singing Catch the Pigeon at him.
Yeah.
Whoops. I
Ah, well.
nearly killed Paul.
We all knew who the first aider was anyway, so it was fine.
There was a first aider.
Yes, did you miss that?
Sorry. Go.
Timing to worry with his fourth.
Son of a bitch.
Bastard. Come on, use your big words.
Hitting Superfan Kai in the head with
Miljonia,
Miljonia, thank you.
I will beat you with that hammer until you get it right.
Manomino.
But yes, that was kind of funny. Right up until Kai grew a certain Game-Boy back
Yeah.
at him.
Yes.
Right in the back of the head.
He does actually say over and over again, until he extracted his revenge, he hits like a girl.
Bullshit, Matt.
Bullshit.
We saw your eyes cross when that connected. That looked like it hurt.
He fucking wellied that.
I've seen
Jeez,
steel
whammed
chair
it.
shots that look less painful.
Yeah, there was. Whoa. Oh yes, next one's a good one.
Oh dear. Tricky says, meeting the locals, we now have the greatest icebreaker ever. Adam, is your t-shirt warm?
Occasionally.
Yes!
I do think we need to describe that one. Basically, whilst me, Tricky, I think Andrew, were you there, Rob? You weren't there.
No, I wasn't there.
No, because I had him when he came
Andrew
down.
and Glenn Redwind were waiting for everyone to come out the front so we could get food. This guy who described as Junkie number 5 walked up
Number
and
5.
started trying to have a conversation. This conversation was, "You alright? You're alright? It's a nice t-shirt there," he says to Glenn. Glenn's like, "Thanks." "Is it warm?" Warm. It was like a mixture between a laugh and a cry. It was like he was going to start crying but laughed to stop himself from crying. Glenn just goes, occasionally. We stare at him for a few minutes and he just wanders off. It was fucking scary. We thought he was going to come up and ask for money. Never mentioned money.
Just wanting to know if your t-shirt.
And then I came down to see you and got asked, is my t-shirt warm? And then when you came down, I asked you. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That was the Auto Assembly 2011, is your t-shirt warm?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that was good.
Genius. I think this one's just a reply to Mr. Timey. Grim Monkey M13 says, "Yeah, thanks for that, Matt. Same time next year."
Punched in the balls again. Fair
It's
enough.
nice to know it's coming. You can kind of prepare for it.
Fair dues.
Yeah, well, here's a good question for you. You can either get randomly punched in the balls, don't know, maybe for the rest of your life, or mine maybe not, or you can get punched in the balls once a year and that'll be the only time it happens. What would you rather go for?
You go for the once a year, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
You know what's coming, you prep for it. You yourself a little treat afterwards.
Tricky says, buying crap toys for peanuts, then watching Grufflock put them through the test.
3 things to see if a toy is worth it. First of all, do they walk like an arse? Yes, unless it's a Cyberverse Bumblebee. Secondly, do they have a table mode? Yes, yes they do.
Most of them do.
Yeah, some of them do, unless it's Cyberverse Bumblebee. Thirdly, can you put them into crack addict in an alleyway poses? Yes, unless it's Cyberverse Bumblebee.
Don't forget the commode mode.
And toilet mode. No, knock off Soundwave.
He took a beating.
How many modes did he have?
I think we got to 12. We stopped when we got to block kitty cat mode.
Tricky also says, the simple things, sitting, talking, drinking with a rotating group of people, putting faces and voices to names, and just chilling.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That's it. That's the winner.
But I'm confused as to your conversation the other night over Twitter. So does that mean we have actually met tricky, or was that an actor he did in fact?
I like to think it
Right.
was an actor, so there's still some mystery to it.
Yes, yeah, he was an actor and I was a cardboard cutout.
Thought so.
And I was a hologram, powered by squirrels.
And I was 3 ducks in a man suit.
You were actually tricky.
Yes.
Just to mess with us, Tricky's been here all along.
Cassius 335. Can't think of a good fake third one, so I'm just going to go to bed and sleep off this cold. Thanks, Stellars. You get better.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, man. I hope you feel better. Sleep well, and I hope your cold goes away.
We won't be any help for that, though.
No, we don't help.
We'll just make you doubt your sanity. Sorry about that.
But at least you won't worry about having a cold then.
Yeah, this is true. We
Either
could
way-
help in a way.
Either way, good night. Have a good sleep, and don't have nightmares.
Jetfire 2009. One time at AA, Rob was stalking me, or was I stalking Rob?
Both. It was a circle.
The circle
Of Rob.
stalk.
Okay.
Kind of a circle of Rob. That's his butthole.
Sorry.
I'm just going to imagine that didn't happen.
Imagine all you want, but it did.
Jetfire 2009 again says that time Dark Ages and Chaos Envy passed out and Skywarp swapped their clothes.
So he was there then. I saw that happen.
Quantum bastard.
If you slow it down, it becomes like a porn soundtrack.
Please don't.
I've come to fix your plumber. Make it a bit more slap bass. What do you mean you can't pay for this pizza?
Guess I'll put a cock inside. Let's carry on. Go.
We've got Lady of Wreck.
More words.
Lady of Wreck just saying to Cassius and the Old Old House, thanks, I'm glad I did that. I want to do it again. I'll do a better job next year.
Oh, the Ustream.
Yeah.
That's all I said. That one is
Holy shit.
Whoa there, Petal.
Logan Blaze, bugger, only just walked in. Hope to get these in. 1, Baz's kilt moment with Gary Chalk. 2, waking up to Jai telling me I should like...
I sound
like sparkling electricity in my sleep.
That is a hell of a stretch.
How do you sound like sparkling electricity?
Crackling.
John needs to record this next time.
Yes, Joe, record Paul sleeping. That's not going to end well.
Okay. The Megatron. He also says the Megatron yes off orgasmic in more ways than one.
Yes. That video needs to come out soon.
That is making me uncomfortable.
Yes.
I knew you were going to do that.
But mine's bigger. That was the line of that whole thing.
Unofficial 4th. I think you might find this will be your
4th.
Is it?
Cheating.
Yes.
Bastard.
I thought you had more than that.
No, there's only 4.
I'm just checking. Not that I don't believe you.
Oh no, you're right.
1, 2, 3,
4. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
that's the 4th.
I'm just checking.
Okay.
Checking nobody's taking the piss.
Fair dues.
Unofficial 4th. Okay, meeting you guys.
Hey.
Not creeping. Not creeping, but last year was a bit nuts. This year more chilled and could enjoy your company.
Patrick about
I'm not reading that
Wish
last.
could enjoy Chaos Envy's company more. Grin! Yes.
Sword to me, it's fun for you, but
I know the family. So me.
maybe it ain't fun for you when you can't sit down.
Mr. Steve Gibbon.
Gibstar! It's the Gibstar runner.
says, 1, I don't know what that is. 2, please tell me what that is. 3, my head hurts.
Well, in answer to your questions, 1, it is a convention that takes place every year and concerns rock lords. 2, I just have, please pay attention to me. 3, take a migraine, boy, take a migraine, for I shall come to your house with a saddle.
5 powerful living rocks.
Indeed.
Why a saddle?
Don't know, just give him a saddle.
Best not to ask.
See what his face does with it.
And that is all for the Twitter challenge.
Marvellous. Well, we shall finish this off then with one listener question that we have. And I think that will do us for the evening. Mr. Rob,
Yes.
do you want to read out the listener question or want me to? You've done a lot of talking tonight.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Mine's Nugget.
Which is a powerful living rock.
It is. I win. Miss Slick asks, from the nerd sphere, what strange things freak you out? For example, ventriloquist dolls and autons scare the utter shit out of me. Do you guys have similar unusual fears? You may have already answered this one, Slick. I'm not entirely sure, so I'll answer it again.
No, I haven't.
Okay then. Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Go.
When I was younger, I had an irrational fear of flushing the toilet.
Nice.
I
Why?
was convinced a whitewater knight would come out of the toilet bowl and kill me. And he was just a dude in armour but made of water.
Nice.
So he was always like running and stuff. I don't know where it came from, but it freaked the shit out of me. So every time I flushed the toilet, I ran like hell. Literally ran like hell down the stairs.
Awesome.
Not now, of course. Now I'm fine with it.
No, obviously. It wouldn't be awesome if it was still a fear. I like that one. That's quite a nice one.
There's probably a term for it somewhere, but I don't know it.
Flushing the toilet scariest.
Poop fear. Mr. Rob.
I think all my fears and phobias are pretty normal ones.
Nothing?
Yeah, I don't think I've got any.
Well, you're boring.
I don't think I've got any sort of crazy ones. Just trying to think.
Mr. Friend of the podcast, Mr. DHD, Ross, is utterly terrified of moths.
Yeah,
Which sounds
don't
like
get that one.
Which sounds like a reasonable one, up until the point he was playing Devil May Cry 1. And there are so many stories of that game I can tell about that guy.
Devil Trigger!
Oh, still to this day it warms my cockles. There was one of the bosses, which is a giant moth creature.
Yeah.
He saved it, turned it off, took the game out of the thing, put it to one side and went, I can't do that tonight. I cannot fight that thing tonight. You have to build up the courage to go in and fight this CGI'd moth. It terrified him. Just the sort of sound it made and the floppy sounds.
I don't get it. I don't get people who are afraid of moths.
No.
It seems weird.
Yeah. Not butterflies, just moths. I don't know. I mean, I remember when I was younger, I was absolutely bloody terrified of palm trees.
Palm trees?
I once saw one on fire.
Okay.
And the smoke and the smell of everything that came off it was disgusting. And I always got this horrible. Every time I went near it wasn't a palm tree. Sorry, it was something else. But it was this type of tree. Anyhow, every time I saw one, I just instantly thought back to this thing being on fire and the smell and the sort of the weirdness of it because it just burned weirdly.
When Terrahawks.
Oh yes.
The freaking evil puppets on Terrahawks freak me out to this day.
Yes. The witch whose name escapes me.
Zelda.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember being freaked out by them. I thought they were gross and everything, but I don't ever remember being
probably
freaked out.
Actually, I've got another good one as well. I had Return of the Jedi annual. Had Palpatine's face on the front of it. I could not touch that face. Would not touch that face. I would grip round it. It was weird because it was literally just his forehead, the hood, and his eyes. And the rest of it just blended in the picture. I was just like, can't touch that. Cannot touch that face.
There was a TV show I saw in Charges that was it was like animation, and it was guys who went out hunting dinosaurs. It was animation inside this like tank thing that they had, but everything, the tank and everything outside the tank was puppets.
Right.
And the T-Rex in that terrified the shit out of me. Utterly scared the living hell out of me. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. There is probably stuff out there, but nothing's springing to mind, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. We're sorry, Slick.
No, I can't. I really can't think of anything. Like I've got a few sort of.
The term Logan Blaze is allowed to be said at this point.
I've got an irrational fear of that Christmas card.
Yeah. Got an irrational fear of Logan Blaze saying, "Oh, I've bought you something, but you have to come up to my room to get it." I've got an irrational fear of that.
Did he say that to you?
No.
Oh, shame.
But as I
Such
said,
a missed opportunity.
I think most of my
Butt plunder.
I think most of my sort of phobias are sort of pretty normal ones.
Okay.
So there's nothing crazy. Well, they're phobias, so it is kind of crazy. But yeah, there's nothing no sort of bonkers phobias. Trying to think. Can't even really think of anything from when I was a kid either that was a bonkers sort of phobia.
No matter. Nothing weird. So I think we're going to drag this one to a close now. Thank you very much, Miss Slick. And we need your listener questions, both on the Nerdsphere network and on the oldoilhouse.co.uk. And if you want to throw any up on Facebook, find us on Facebook to throw listener questions there. You can throw them to us on Twitter if you so fancy.
Or email them to us.
Or you can email them to us at oldoilhouse@gmail.co.uk. And with that, I think we're going to close this down for the evening. Thank you very much for listening. I hope we didn't bore you. What's the chances of that, eh?
Well,
Hope you didn't turn this halfway through because it was gibbering shit.
How is that different from usual?
It isn't. I'm just apologising to all the new listeners.
Okay.
We're sorry.
Can we go now because I want to go to bed?
Yes. We're finishing now. Bye, everybody.
bye.
This has been the Old Doyle House production. Visit us at olddoylehouse.co.uk. Find us on Facebook or on Twitter at Old Doyle House. Email us at olddoylehouse@gmail.com.